Let's just cut to the chase, shall we? No fancy intros. There's a new Fastpass system coming to Disneyland Paris, and let's just say that it's very divisive. This new system will be called Disney Premier Access, not to be confused with Disney Plus Premier Access. The reason that this system is divisive is not because of the similarity to Disney Plus's system's name, but rather one little word. Moolah. Or money, if that sounds better to you. Lots of people love to save money, and Disney parks are a place where you try to save as much as possible. Maybe it's because you want to use that extra cash to stay at a deluxe resort, or maybe you want to splurge on a fancy meal. What I'm getting at is people save in some areas at Disney in order to splurge in other areas. Also, some people may find it necessary to cut corners at Disney in order to afford even a one-day ticket. And the benefit of paying that ticket price is how it included Fastpass in the past. You could book Fastpass Plus reservations weeks in advance sometimes, and you could know that your wait time for that ride would be significantly shorter. It wasn't something you had to pay for. Now that we have that section covered, let's dive into what this system even is. Premier Access is literally the Fastpass system you remember. Each Fastpass is only good for one ride on one attraction per person, but now you have to pay between $9 and $18 per Fastpass. Yeah, you heard me right. That's per person, per ride, per attraction. This system has already been sort of implemented at Shanghai Disneyland, so it makes you wonder if it will come to the Disney parks in the United States. And if you're wondering, there has been no announcement of an option to buy unlimited Fastpass for a day or for a year, similar to the system that Universal uses with Express Pass. The Fastpass system received criticism from park goers due to how much it increased wait times. It seems that Disney has noticed the demand for Fastpass and gauged that they can charge for it. They probably think, if Universal can do it, why can't we? The answer to that is simple. Disney can do it. However, they are going about this the wrong way. I personally think that having a paid unlimited Fastpass option only is the smartest option that Disney should have taken. You may think that I'm crazy for thinking this, but hear me out. Sure, people will pay $100 or more for a pass that allows them to skip the line for every ride, but not as many people will pay that price. More people will pay $9 to skip the line at Space Mountain. If I had to guess, most people will think that if they just dropped over $100 to get into the park, they could at least buy a couple Premier Access passes so their family and them can go experience an attraction without waiting. It's not that much more, and they get to skip the line for a couple of their favorite attractions. But think, what's the difference between paying for one Premier Access pass and booking a free Fastpass a couple years ago? There's literally no difference besides having to pay for each Premier Access pass. And we've already deduced that people will pay for at least a couple of these passes. This keeps the problem of increased wait times, so the Premier Access passes keep wait times higher, and now you have to pay for it. To put it in simpler terms, no issues were solved, only new problems were created. With a more expensive unlimited option, the people who pay for it would pay one fixed price and use it for the entire day as much as they want. They wouldn't have to worry about keeping their phones charged, so they wouldn't have to keep booking passes, and they would get their value. Because of the price, less people would buy it, solving a lot of the issues people have with the Fastpass system congesting the lines. Am I encouraging Disney to make the barriers to entry for Disney parks so high that only the 1% can afford it? No, absolutely not. I'm encouraging them not to start charging people for a service that was complimentary for the longest time without changing it in the slightest. This is literally not adding any value to the park. It's just taking more away. If they want to charge people for it, they should make it worth the money, much like Universal does with their Express Pass. Could they add this unlimited pass down the road? Yeah, sure they could. But unless they remove the single-use purchasable Premier Pass, the problems that plague the parks as a result of Fastpass will still exist, and if they do remove the single-use pass, my video will basically be irrelevant, but that hasn't happened yet, and most likely won't for a very long time. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it's a different type of video than usual, but I just had a lot of thoughts about this specific story. I thoroughly enjoy the Disney parks, and I just hate to see them make mistakes like this. This video is purely constructive criticism, so please smash the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more content.